Yo. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Yo, smash the like button. We working, people. YouTube's still hating on the notification, but that ain't stopping nothing. Smash the like button. We about to talk about it. Yeah, Jessica said Canelo will whoop Charlo. Let's see it. I gotta see that. Shit, I gotta see Triple G fight Charlo first. Listen, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm not big on talk. I just want to see all this stuff. You know, we can go back and forth all day and say this will happen, this will happen. That's all fight predictions. I'm trying to see it. You know, I want to see with my own the outcome of these fights. You know, I don't want to just hear about a bunch of, because, like, no offense, but I don't know everybody personally, you know, so I don't know what your taste is. I don't know what you look for. I don't know if you're a diehard boxing fan. I don't know if you know how to score, you know, so I can't go off a bunch of online predictions of what will happen. Show me what will happen by seeing the fight, because I see it. People are like, oh, Triple G is going to destroy Charlo. I don't see the fight being like that, you know. I'm not saying Triple G can't win, but I don't see it being like no easy work destruction where it's one-sided. I mean, if you really look at it, it appeared, I was at the fight live at the StubHub, it appeared that Vanes Martirosyan got Triple G's attention in that first round at the very end. It appeared that a welterweight, Kell Brook, his first fight at middleweight, you know, at the true middleweight, got Triple G's attention and stung him with some shots. So if that's the reality, if my eyes don't deceive me, then Charlo definitely could hurt you. He's athletic, and he's just more of the note of a 160 pounder than Vanes Martirosyan and Kell Brook, two guys who, you know, even Curtis Stevens. Curtis Stevens is considered a good puncher, but he's also small and compact. You know, that's why he's fighting at 54 now. You know, Charlo's big and can crack. And he's like, to take an elite level fighter's you're gonna have to put that together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people ain't just trying to, you know, they got to take care of their family and kids and stuff. They ain't not just trying to lose, you know, especially in today's boxing where people value the zero on the resume, you know, and they stand to gain so much more if they beat, like if Charlo knocks out Triple G, Canelo didn't do that in 2 fights. Daniel Jacobs is a puncher, and he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Despite who you had winning those fights, they didn't knock Triple G out. So, you know, the implications would be big for it. Not even just a knockout, but just if Charlo can decisively beat Triple G. Because, you know, I thought Jacobs won, but the judges and other people might have thought Triple G won. Same thing with the Canelo fights. You know, they're up for debate to some people. But if Charlo can just win convincingly or win impressively, then that's a huge statement. You know, they said Triple G's, I don't believe it, but they said he's never been hurt. I could believe maybe he's never been dropped before. You know, but never been hurt. I don't believe that. 350 fights, then fights without headgear. If you never been hurt, I don't see why you wouldn't just bull rush people. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you let Canelo walk you down if you've never been hurt and you can't be hurt? You this machine. Why you letting a little dude walk you down? Let's get it, man. We got to warm up the mic, you know. It's like, I don't know. I don't think YouTube sending notifications, so we gotta boost that engagement up. Like, listen, that's how you know we making noise. I uploaded the video or started the live stream. We had 4 dislikes in the first 30 seconds. I ain't even said a word. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. The funny thing is, that shit don't bother me. I'm just talking about it because we're just waiting for people to show up. But the 4 dislike, I don't understand what they think that is doing. Like, the message is still out there. So, I mean, one person having multiple accounts and then hurrying up and putting a bunch of dislikes. I mean, to each his own. Y'all got to start doing stuff where you can see the results of your action. I'd understand if, you know, we weren't making no money, we weren't getting no views, you know, we didn't have a top channel because of what you were doing. But these dudes don't even be hating right. They hit four dislikes in 30 seconds before I even opened my mouth. But it did nothing. You know, we still talking about what we want. That's how you know we have the livest live stream. If people have to go out of their way to hate like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, have a live stream and I ain't even said a word, and just because of the title or whatever, you just hit 4 dislike. Hey, to each his own. I hope you're getting paid some money for that. What about Reddit? I don't get it. Shout out to Business Brains. You already know what it is. He said they subscribe too. That's what I'm saying. These dudes claim like they hate the channel, but can't stay away from it. That's how you know. These dudes from the fucking zombies from the hot seat. Brain, you know, be coming back hella angry and shit. But all you had to do is win the hot seat. It's very simple. But we got to talk about this game. Eddie Hearn's doing some more damage control. I want to talk about that. It's just a lot. There's a lot going on right now. Yo, man, like I have never seen until I got in here, you know, until I got in this game, I never seen dudes this like infatuated like with what another man looks like. Like y'all be on my Instagram, like anytime I post a picture, it'd be like dudes look telling me what your Hodge twins looking ass, like ha ha. Yeah, we making all types of gains, all right. I'll be the Hodge twins. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes be weird. They be like critiquing. I don't know. I'm a low key regular dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like dudes be looking at me and sizing me up and shit. That's weird. I wish the dislikes weren't anonymous. That would be too convenient because you would be able to see who the fuck is hating. Yeah, I heard that shit before, Hodge twins or whatever. As long as this bank account getting all types of gains, I don't really care. The Black Hitler. Who? Who's the Black Hitler? We might have a hot seat, y'all. Who's the Black Hitler? What are you even talking about? Do we have any shooters? Shooters, if you in the building, if you in the chat, announce yourself. I'm trying to hear who the Black Hitler is. Fuck is you talking about? All right, you gotta go. You ducking. You ain't even get the luxury of a hot seat. Talking about some Black Hitler. Okay. So 999 to you. Get the fuck out. Listen. Y'all want to do a roll call? You want to jump into the Eddie Hearn stuff? The title of the video. The first 5 or so comments, that decides what we do next. Type roll call or get to it or something, you know. Hulk Bradley, what up? Jump into it. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right, we're skipping the roll call today. Now, this is the latest. We all know Wilder is fighting December 1st against Tyson Fury, right? Unless you live under a rock. If you're a real boxing fan, you know that. They just wrapped the press tour. Both fighters are going to go in their respective camps. Now, this is the situation. Joshua, his next 2 fights are slated at the Wembley, you know, the Wembley Stadium or whatnot. He already got past one, that was Povetkin, and now he has the April 13th date locked in. He needs to figure out his opponent. What Eddie Hearn wants, and Barry Hearn, he sent out a tweet. They sent Wilder another offer. Allegedly, it's supposed to have a percentage in this particular offer. And Shelly Finkel did an interview with World Boxing News, and he says, we can't be bothered with that. We already have Tyson Fury. We're not overlooking him. We can resume negotiations after December 1st once we get the outcome. Boom. Eddie Hearn, since the Povetkin fight, since the Joshua win over Povetkin, Eddie Hearn is saying that he needs an answer before December 1st. So basically, before the outcome of Wilder versus Tyson Fury, he needs an outcome of if they're going to be fighting against Wilder in April, which is complete bullshit. And we'll talk about that. So that's where they're at, that, like, you know, that's where they're at right now with it. Shelly Finkel is saying, we're not resuming no negotiations mid-fight when my fighter has to do a training camp. Eddie Hearn does, like, you know, per usual, he goes to his media outlets that he wants to use, like IFL, you know, and he does an hour-long interview. The questions it's not even, it's just like certain questions to set up the play, and then it's just Eddie Hearn talking. There's no like chiming in, there's no like, hey, you know, it's just let him talk. That's why it's an hour long. And what he's doing to me is he's trying to, all right, we got a hot seat, you know, that's cool, we could do that too. C. Cypers, he says Wilder dick rider. All right, based on what? State your fact. You have one response. See, this is what I gotta kill these boys with one strike now, because they just be saying whatever, and we can't slow the train. So, S. Cypers, why are you saying Wilder dick rider? What have I said that you disagree with? You have 10 seconds. The train is really not waiting for you dudes. So we gonna have a lot of bodies today. 8 seconds. S. Cypher, whatever your name is. What do you disagree with? You talking about some Wilder dick rider shit. You have 6 seconds. You know, we got to keep this train moving. 5 seconds. Please let me know why you said that, what you're referring to. You know? See, shout out to Brian. He said Ego started talking about Hearn and this dude got emotional. LOL, bitch. See, this is what they do. All right, final answer. 1 second. You look like a dickhead. All right, you're blocked. I'm just catching bodies today. That's cool. We could do it that way. Okay, so what's your final answer? He said you look like a dickhead with them shades. Once again, you see, it has nothing to do with boxing. They worried about what I have on my face. All right, the other dude ain't answering. We got to get rid of him too. We'll just catch body after body. We'll do it that way. Where is he at? C. Cypher, you out of here too. Now, you see how they just want to distract, but we not letting them. Today I got time, cuz. We got time today. Shout out to the super chat, £2 super chat. Bro, what do you think? Who do you think is the best heavyweight? Why? Please, after this, pause the super chats, because I can't keep stopping the train before the information's out. So, no, you know, no knock on you, but please pause the super chats till after. Or either that, or I'm not going to read the super chats in real time, and I'm going to get through the information so it's all out there for people to follow along, so we don't have to keep stopping. So, best heavyweight, I would say Wilder. Like, I think he has the most momentum. Like, I mean, that's kind of a loaded question. What do you mean the best heavyweight? Like, the best heavyweight in terms of what? Are we talking about A-side, commercially successful? What are we talking about? Just the guy to beat? The guy to beat is Wilder. I think Wilder has the most momentum. I think he beats Tyson Fury. I think he would beat Anthony Joshua. So, therefore, he would hold all the keys in the heavyweight division. So, that's my opinion, you know. Other guys are good too, but I think Wilder has... He's the hungriest, he wants it the most, and he has the game-changing power, you know. So, in terms of the heavyweight that could capture it all, I really see it being Wilder. Now, please pause the super chat. And you know, I'm all about furthering the channel, so, you know, I don't turn down money, but we got to get through this. So, listen, I'm not going to keep stopping the train for these clowns. You know, I'm not talking about the super chat person. I'm talking about the hot seat shit, because this is what they want. They want to cause distraction. So, I want everyone to be able to follow along with this, and then we can get in it. We can do hot seats and all that. But Eddie Hearn, he wants Wilder to commit to a fight before the outcome of his next fight, but it's contingent on him winning. Meaning, if Wilder loses to Tyson Fury, the April 13th fight does not happen. So, you know, using some common sense, why would he negotiate for a fight that's contingent on him winning before he wins, but if he loses, he doesn't get the April fight? Why don't you just wait for the outcome of the fight and then finalize. It's that simple. And Eddie Hearn, what he's saying in this IFL TV interview, it is all damage control. Here's why. He's talking about, oh, we can't wait till the end of December to promote a fight and finish negotiation. It's going to take months. What are you talking about? You guys have been talking for months. According to Anthony Joshua, he said they've been negotiation. See, Team Joshua is all over the place. Anthony Joshua said out of his own mouth, we've been negotiating since the Takam fight. So according to Anthony Joshua, since about November 2017, you've been in communications with Wilder wanting a fight. We know about the publicized 50 million, 12.5 million, 15 million offer. So why is it going to still take months when you guys came pretty close and then the WBA jumped in? So he's saying that we can't wait till the end of December. See, this is what I'm talking about letting Eddie Hearn speak unbothered. Like there's no, he's not in a media room where like USA Today, Boxingego, Deontay's Boxing Nation, Ring TV are just throwing questions at him, random questions that he doesn't know. It's a one-on-one, it's an hour long. That's why it's damage control to me, because he's just being able to talk. And I have questions about what he's saying, do it one-on-one with me. We'll keep it all the way professional. But my question is this, he's saying they cannot wait till after the Fury fight, right? Because it's going to take months to negotiate. Yet you negotiated with Joseph Parker. There were issues. Parker wanted 50-50 at first, just like Wilder said at first, right? And the fight was announced by January. And that was a unification. So the only difference is this is a unification that will lead to undisputed. But the negotiation process doesn't change. So why is it still going to take months when you've already negotiated, according to your own fighter, Anthony Joshua, since the Takam fight? How much longer is it going to take? The only reason, and the other thing is, the only reason negotiations are taking so long is because you, in those negotiations, were offering like chicken shit offers, like offers that you knew he wasn't going to take. 12 million, 15 million flat, that's it. Of course, they're going to take long. It really doesn't have to be that complex. If Wilder wins, get with him, offer him something reasonable in the percentage, don't offer him a raw deal. And I promise you, it's this fight can happen smoothly. Because if Wilder beats Fury, then he's one click away from undisputed. Joshua already has the other belts, so he's one click away from undisputed. So if the two fighters want it and you don't offer a raw deal, this is boxing. This shit all goes down to money. It all boils down to money. So if the promoter and the people in the suits don't get in the way, and the two fighters keep claiming they want it, then what else can get in the way? Unless somebody's not being truthful. And that's what we're having here. Make sure you guys smash the like button. It's common sense. Why is Eddie Hearn now saying in this IFL interview, like he's a little bit perturbed and, oh, what else do people want us to do? We offered him and they won't even meet up with us. It's because I've already went over this. They're not meeting up with you because they feel you're playing games. I would do the same thing. I told you guys, I used to direct videos and do freelance work. Like, if someone needed me to film their event or wedding or music video or promotional video, reach out to me. People heard I did it. I show you my portfolio, and then I video edit, I direct, blah, 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 on my own camera. I would give people all the steps needed. Hey, pay a deposit, half up front, half upon completion. We'll do up to like 3 revisions if once I submit the draft to you. Tell them my whole process, and I say all I need from you is the deposit and send me a song, and then we can lock in the date and blah, blah, blah. Some people would be window shopping and acting as if they were interested, but they're like stringing it along. Like, you have everything you need to get started. So if you have the money to get started, put your deposit down and let's go. It's just like, if let's say I'm the landlord or whatever you would call it at an apartment complex, right? And I want to get an apartment, and they said, okay, we have to do a background check, a credit check, and you have to do a deposit of $500. Cool. I passed my background check. I passed the credit check. How many people are going to live here? 1. Okay. Pay $500. you're on the waiting list, and then we'll when the room's clean, it'll be clean in 2 weeks, blah blah blah, you can move in. So if I got there and all she needs from me is the $500, then the ball's in my court. All I have to do, I know the process. But if I keep coming to the apartment acting like I have different questions and looking around, they're gonna give that apartment, that last remaining apartment complex room, to somebody who's really down and ready right now. That's how this goes. That's how business goes. You know what I'm saying? If you look like a window shopper and then you're like, oh, okay, so I just have to come with the $500, right? Like, yes, that's what we said in the email. That's what I told you in person. Okay, so $500, traveler's check or cash? Oh, it doesn't matter. It could be debit card, traveler's check, or cash. Okay, so $500, and that gets me in. And then what about if I move out? Okay, if you move out, just give us some notice, and then we'll do an inspection. You'll get most or all of your $500 back if the apartment's in good standing. Okay, cool. They've already answered all of your fucking questions, all the realistic questions that a tenant would need to move in. So if you keep playing around beyond that and being like, oh, like making up little questions. Okay, so if I drink Kool-Aid and there's one drop on the carpet, how much of the $500? Like, you're not serious, because now you're just being petty and nitpicking. So what that apartment complex is going to do is they're going to rent out that place to somebody who's more serious and somebody who's ready right now. Simple business. Shout out to Christopher Lee, $10 super chat. Shmoney gang. We all about this Shmoney gang. Says it didn't take long to make the Alexander Povetkin fight. Facts. So why try and make the fight 6 months out for Wilder? Facts. Christopher Lee just hit you with them facts, them cold hard facts, which is what the same type of stuff I'm talking about. All of a sudden, you can make other fights in that same amount of time, in that same space of time. In fact, oh my God, can y'all hear me? Because the chat is just not moving. And it's like, I don't know if this is a YouTube thing. I don't know if it's frozen. I don't know if I need a refresh. I don't know. Hold on. This shit is, man, YouTube got to step this shit up. We out here working and YouTube is making it as difficult as possible. Okay. See, I be dropping sermons and so people don't be, sometimes they just listen. That drives, it's like weird because it seems like, I don't know. That's just weird. I guess people are listening. Yeah, if y'all can occasionally show life, that would actually help. Cause I feel like I'm talking to a room. Ray Sean Smith, $2 super chat. Ego, you dropping that icy game. Decafs catch it. Shout out to you, super chat. $2. Shout out to my man Ray Sean. I mean, it's common sense. If somebody's giving you the runaround, that's where I'm from. That's what we would call it. If someone's giving you the runaround, then you're not fucking with them. That's, in layman's terms, that's what it is. Somebody's window shopping, giving you the runaround. They have all they need to get to the next level, and they still asking like senseless questions and stalling it out, trying to buy time. We're not waiting for that. I don't wait for that. If anyone ever wants to do business with me, I will do the same thing Shelly Finkel is doing. If you do that to me, if it looks like you stalling me out, because my life is like, in a New York minute. I'm in Cali, but we moving at a New York minute. I don't have time to wait. So if somebody's if I feel they're wasting my time, I just keep it pushing. I'm gonna keep it moving. So to me, that's what Eddie Hearns, he's getting mad at. Like, oh, what? Why would they? You remember he's trying to act all like innocent, like Jackie Chan in Rush Hour. Remember Jackie Chan? Why would they not want my help? Because they don't give a damn about you. They don't like you. I don't like you. I don't care. I here for the girl. The girl don't like you. Nobody likes you. He's trying to act all, why would they not want my help? Like, act all flabbergasted and like so confused. Like, oh, I'm just so confused. Why? Why would they do this? Why would they not want to meet up with me? What? Because he's trying to play that off to, see, new media is around, man. It's different these days. you know, because we just keeping it a buck, keeping it a whole stack, you know. And he's acting all like shocked and like, why? I can't picture why they wouldn't want to. Why? Who does this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for pity points and stuff. You know, the girl don't like you. Nobody. I don't care. I'm here for the girl. The girl don't like you. Nobody like. Chris Tucker was trying him. But hold on 1 second, yo. Yeah, he's acting like he's like can't believe it. Why would, you know what, that I'm gonna tell you what. Oh my gosh, Hulk Bradley. I was trying to take these pills and I seen Soo Young. I almost choked. You almost had the boy choking on this. Oh my god, I was trying to take these pills and I seen Soo Young. Oh, when you walk by, push the goddamn button. You heard her. Push the goddamn button. Oh my gosh, y'all trying to Soo Young. The girl don't like you. Nobody like you. Yeah, see, this is what I hate, man. When people start like certain things and then they act like victims. I can't stand that. You know, like Permit Patty or some shit. You know, you calling the cops on a little kid selling water in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? You calling the cops on a little kid. So when the public finds out about it and they start reaming you for it and like going in on you for doing that, and like even maybe some people too far doing death threats and stuff, then she acting like the victim. I seen her on the news crying. Why is everyone being mean to me? I wasn't being racist. I didn't know. I just she should have had a permit. Like, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? That little girl was trying to sell water, and then now when the public on your ass, cause you know, there. So if you want to police something, there's old ladies getting hit with like billy clubs, and you know, people throwing babies off roofs and putting them in the microwave and shit. There's way worse things. So if you want to be a fucking superhero policing people, why are you gonna police a little girl selling water? I understand if she was selling like dope on the corner or some shit, but you gonna snitch because she's selling H2O, and then when people go ham on you online, then they act like victims. Oh, why are people being so mean to me? I just called the cops on the little girl. Nah. You know? Yeah, she acting like she was selling crack rock. You know, that Tyrone Bigger. Goddamn, Joe Rogan. She's selling water. Chill. You can get that in a vending machine. She acted like she was selling oxycodone and shit. But anyway, I hate that when people do stuff. See, this, man, that's why I have to be, you just have to be cool. Like, even like celebrities and shit, you know, because people will like try you in public, like, oh yeah, ego, you a bitch. But then if I sock somebody, then they'll come after me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they'll mess with one of these fighters or something, and the fighter's having a bad day, and then take off on him, and then he remove your roof. Then all of a sudden you want to sue the fighter, but you instigated that. Then you want to play the victim. I don't like that, you know, and I think that's kind of what Eddie Hearn is doing here. You know why they don't want to meet up with you, but this is no way to conduct business. Why would they not want my help? Because they don't give a damn about you. They don't like you. The girl don't like you, you know? That's why they don't want to have a meeting, because they feel you playing games. Okay, put it this way. Simple question, eh? How come they did whatever the fuck they needed to do to meet up with Frank Warren to negotiate a Tyson Fury fight? So how come they got that meeting? How come Luis King Kong Ortiz, how come they were able to meet with his team? No problem. Even after the drug scandal or whatever, the blood pressure medicine. But it just, little old A-side Joshua, they don't want to have a meeting with you. It's because you playing, you know? That's why. No other team is having issue meeting with Wilder. But the one team that openly looked like publicly was playing games, they're the ones boo-hooing about not being able to get this meeting. How are we supposed to fight them if they won't even meet with us? Well, how did Frank Warren meet with him to discuss a Tyson Fury fight, which is happening December 1st, sold $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes? How did that become a reality? Because they weren't playing games. Tyson Fury said it. He says, I'll fight you, Wilder. Call me. I'll fight him. I'll sign the contract in 1 second. All right. Wilder's team reached out, said, oh, that's a good consolation fight since Joshua don't want it. Then teams met. Money was discussed. Venues discussed. Fury said, I'll fight you in the USA. I don't care. I'm not scared of no man who came from his mother. Fights made. But the Mr. A-side team, Anthony Joshua's team, they have all these like demands, turning down $50 million. It's no wonder why they don't want to meet with you. Who would want to meet with you? It doesn't look like you're serious. That's my whole point. Shout out to Rayshawn Smith. $5 super chat. Eagle, I respect y'all Bay Area swag from beast mode to SOG. Y'all boys be too raw for the national masses to understand. Keep pushing. Playboy. Yeah, man, the Bay Area is just a melting pot. But, we move different out in the Bay. Ask E40. He from the 707. I'm from the Flats. He from the Vallejo. It's the same soil. SOG, he about his business. He don't be playing games with it. You see it. Gold medals. We just move different out of the Bay. Bay Area is a real chill spot. Down to earth people. Good food. Weather pretty nice. Most times. And we get, we get to it. Is that it? That's it. It's that simple. It's not no reason to beat around the bush and all that. So Eddie Hearn's like kind of playing like he can't understand why. You understand why. Stop it. But he's trying to feed the public, and get the people. And then now, like, bro, this is why old media is getting crucified right now. Straight passion of Christ. They're getting crucified because they take the rhetoric and the logic of somebody who's not logically even making sense, and there's loopholes in what they're saying, and then they run with it. See, but the thing is, Eddie Hearn just do the interview, and then he's out. You know what I'm saying? He got money. But these YouTubers are trying to get money, trying to come up in the game, and you're using the talking points, and it's not going to work out for you the same way because, bottom line is Eddie Hearn has money and he runs a successful business. That's a fact, So he has something to fall back on, so to speak. I'm sure he has little stocks and investments and stuff. But if you someone trying to come up and you ain't keeping it a buck, you ain't going to make it, especially with new media out. It's too many people telling the truth and seeing the truth. So, to each his own. People could do whatever they want, but this is like a poor attempt at damage control to me. Yo, make sure y'all smash the like button. And then the other thing is, how can you offer something to? Okay, there's just too many loopholes in Team Joshua. And this is the thing. Some people say, "Oh, you're biased." I don't care about that because they're not trying to step up in the hot seat. The bottom line is, if I'm so biased, step up in the hot seat, and then I'll bring up my points, and you bring up yours. We'll see who's the last man or woman standing. It's that simple. But there's too many loopholes from what I've seen. I've considered what Eddie Hearn says. I don't just like, oh no, fuck that. I listen. But I listen and I still see and hear loopholes in what he's saying. I can list them. I can laundry list them. Or we could do a hot seat. It's whatever y'all trying to do. Once again, how is this an ideal time to negotiate a whole fight that's been problematic when has his own big major fight in his first Showtime pay-per-view? And Eddie Hearn's saying in this interview, oh, Wilder's the fighter. He can train. It's your job to, as Shelly Finkel he was talking to, it's your job to actually make this dream a reality and this and that. It's not how it works. Here's why. The reason it doesn't work like that is because, so Shelly Finkel is representing Deontay Wilder, right? So regardless of Wilder's the fighter, he's going to have to get word back from Shelly Finkel as to what's going on to see if it gets his seal of approval or if it's something he doesn't want to entertain or whatever. So you would still, in essence, if you're being logical, you're still going to be bothering Wilder while he's in training camp for the biggest fight of his career, the most important fight. You know, if any of his fights were successful, he would want for this fight to be successful because he stands to gain money on the back end with pay-per-view, and it's going to be probably the most people watching it, you know, and it's a meaningful fight. So even if Shelly Finkel meets up with Barry Hearn, that information is going to have to be relayed to Wilder in some shape or form or fashion, because I'm sure he has some input for his career at this point of where he's at. So Eddie Hearn's making it sound like Shelly Finkel can just lace up a deal, but it doesn't work like that, because the fighters, that's like Oscar De La Hoya can't just meet up with Tom Loeffler and not bring any of the discussion back to Canelo, you know, and see what's going on. And just make the deal 100% without Canelo even looking at what he's getting into. You know, so what Eddie Hearn's saying is not even realistic. He's like, why would they not want to negotiate? Because he's in camp. Why would anyone be negotiating a future fight that has time when you had all this time to negotiate, you know, before Joseph Parker, before this and that fight? You could have negotiated. You're going to wait till the man has his biggest career fight, and then that's when you listen. It's just horrible. Like, the timing doesn't make sense.
No, I'd rather not talk about negotiations across social media. It's really frustrating because I feel like we've almost been stitched up this whole time with the whole thing, to be honest with you. And I think they've done a great job to make it look like Joshua doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder.
See, he said he's admitting, this is new media is working. He's admitting it looks like Joshua doesn't want to fight. They didn't do no good job. That's what the people see.
I think they've done a great job to make it look like Joshua doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder, which you couldn't be more wrong.
See, that's almost an admission to guilt, because who would say that? You know what I'm saying? Who would say that if they knew it wasn't true? You know, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, they done a good job of making it look like my fighter doesn't want to fight. I wouldn't even say that. If I knew my fighter wanted to fight, I would never cop to that. I would never say they've done a good job. And here, bro, I'm telling you, new media is just on top. How can you make it look like something that is the furthest from the truth? He just said they've done a great job of making it look like Anthony Joshua doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. His own words. Then he follows up to say that couldn't be any more wrong or further from the truth. So how did they do such a good job of making it look like Joshua didn't want to fight if it's completely wrong and Joshua really and truly wants to fight? You wouldn't be able to. Okay, so you guys see the people in the hot seat, you know, and they say stuff like, oh, ego, you're gay. You know, anyone that knows me knows that's not the truth, right? So if I put them in a hot seat, okay, I'm gay, what makes you say that? They aren't going to be able to come up with anything, no receipts, no testimony, no anything that backs up what they're saying, because they're merely just throwing something stupid out there that, you know, is really false. They wouldn't be able to do a good job of making me look gay because they would have nothing to go off of. They would just merely be saying it, which is kind of what happens in the hot seat. When people say, oh, Wilder is a bum, Luis Ortiz a bum. Okay, explain. And then they don't. So Eddie Hearn just said out of his own mouth, they've done a good job of making it basically look like Anthony Joshua is ducking. How did they succeed at that if he's not ducking? How did they do such a great job of making it look like he's ducking? You know what I'm saying? How did they frame him, so to speak? You know, if someone said, like I said, if someone says, oh, Ego's homosexual, he's gay. Okay, why you say that? They're not going to be able to show you nothing or prove that would sway your opinion and be like, oh, shit, he was right. You know, what are they going to say?
Right. And I don't know what else we can do. You know, we made them an offer. We know they accepted the deal. We sent them a contract. They never come back to us. Then all of a sudden, that was a shit offer, even though they accepted it.
See, I'm telling you, the more he does this, someone said, who framed Roger Rabbit? The more he does interviews like this, the worse it gets for the damage control. He says they accepted the offer, and then now they never got back to us, and then they said it was a shit offer. I've already addressed this. It was a shit offer, but they were so desperate for the big money fight and to prove their worth and a chance at all the belts because they know they'll still make some decent money, but more importantly, it's a legacy fight. It's a big fight, and he'll get all the belts, and then, you know, he can boss up on the negotiations in the rematch if there were to be one, right? And that would help his star power. So they were willing to do it at that particular time. See, this is the thing with new media. That's cool if you disagree, but step up in the hot seat so we can see why you disagree. Everything I'm saying to me is sounding pretty rational. I'm not being extreme. For example, I told you in my personal life, I had a MacBook Pro and I wanted to sell it. I needed the money for whatever I needed at that particular, like my car note or rent or whatever. You know, I was strapped at that particular time years back. So I was willing to sell that for cheaper than I know it's worth just to get the sale, you know, just so I could be able to pay my car note or whatever the situation was, right? So even though I know, you know, $650, $750 I might be able to get for the Mac, maybe I offered $425 for the MacBook Pro and undercut myself just because I needed to get the sell off quick. If I list it for $650 to $750, then maybe that takes longer to sell. I need the money right now. You know, I got court or this or that or whatever the situation was. So just because someone accepts a deal or even offers a deal doesn't mean this is an infinite deal where no matter what, that same deal is always going to be good. That's why you see Sunday papers. What's in the Sunday paper on sale this week is generally not always going to be on the same sale next week. Like if you buy Madden 2019 this week at Best Buy, let's say the price is $42.99. You can't come in 2 weeks from now and get that same price. The sale was from this date to this date. So Eddie Hearn saying that, oh, they accepted the deal. Yeah, they accepted the deal and you didn't make the fight. And the WBA interfered with the fight. So what are you talking about? They never accepted. They never got back to you. They didn't get back to you because they agreed to fight you next for this amount of money. They did not get that. So as a result of them not getting that, that deal is now off. Just like I said, if you go to Best Buy, just because the price today says Madden 2019 $42.99, that's not a everlasting price where you just go. It says on sale now. So what is? Just listen. None of this makes sense, and you guys know it doesn't make sense. This is why new media continues to grow. We done a lot of his live gates. He keeps acting. He keeps using the same rhetoric. We sent him a deal. Yeah, and then the WBA intervened and you end up fighting Povetkin. That deal is no longer off. So why you keep talking about the deal that didn't go through?
Couldn't be more wrong, right? And I don't know what else we can do. You know, we made them an offer. We know they accepted the deal. We sent them a contract. They never come back to us.
See, that's not true. He says they accepted the deal. We sent them a contract and they never come back to us. That's not true. They did come back to you. They said they had 2 small notes to close it up, wrap up that deal. They're willing to come to the UK, fight you for the weak ass 15 mil, which we all knew was a lowball offer. And then the WBA stepped in and the WBA says, no, you got to fight Povetkin. Y'all taking too long. So you following up by saying, oh, guess what? They never came back to it. That doesn't even make sense because the WBA got in the way of the deal.
Couldn't be more wrong.
Listen.
Right? And I don't know what else we can do. You know, we made them an offer. We know they accepted the deal. We sent them a contract. They never come back to us.
They did come back to you. They said 2 small notes. We'll fight you in the UK for 15 mil.
Then all of a sudden that was a shit offer. Even though they accepted it.
See, he said then it was a shit offer. No, it was always a shit offer. But at the time they were willing to do it. Now they're fighting Tyson Fury. It's making a lot of noise. It's a legacy type of fight. It's the biggest fight of Fury's career, the biggest fight of Wilder's career, right? You know, two in prime undefeated guys. It's making a lot of noise. It sold 1 million and 25 million. So now they don't give a shit about you. You know, they found a way, a loophole to work around and make money and get a lot of respect and recognition from boxing and the heavyweight division without AJ. And now this is Eddie Hearn doing damage control because he knows that they're losing leverage. So once again, per usual, he's trying to make it look like this is somebody else's problem other than Team Joshua. Team Joshua could have been in this position where they sold 1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes, but they chose to fight Povetkin. This is the reality, people.
So we don't want a flat fee, we want a percent. So we go back, we ask for a meeting, just a meeting. You know, not with Deontay Wilder, he's got a fight coming up. With your advisors to try and make an undisputed fight in April. That's all we want to do. No, we're not meeting you.
Okay, I'm addressing all of this stuff one-on-one. The reason they don't want to meet with you is because historically you've been offering them lowball offers, and now they don't need you. They don't need the fight. Before Wilder, it was, most people thought it was Wilder versus like a Dominic Brazil or AJ. That's what people were saying was going to be his option. Now they found a way to make money, get respect without AJ. They don't need you. That's why they're not meeting up with you, because historically you have not given them fair deals. And then now it's too late. They already have a big fight that's making noise. They're going to focus on that. I would not do anything different. Team Wilder is 100% in the right. 100% in the right. Why? Okay. If somebody tried to fuck you over, shice you or whatever, and then you found a way to get whatever you need done. Like, here, I'm the king of analogies. I think I could come up with something. I'll try to give you, I'll drop my brain, try to give y'all something. I'm going to use my shooter, Ronald Finkley, for this example. Let's say I really needed Ronald Finkley. I'm like, hey, bro, can you give me a ride? Right? I asked Ronald Finkley for a ride to work. I'm like, man, I don't have a car right now. I need to get to work. I don't want to I can't get no write-ups. Ronald Finkley says, yeah, I have the day off, but if you want to ride to work, which is only 3-5 miles, it's not going to be a long, you got to give me $75 of gas money. And I'm like, damn, 75? Like 75 for that short of a trip? He's like, yeah, if you want to ride to work, give me $75. Let's just pretend, right? So that's like pretty shitty. That's a shitty offer, right? Pretty shitty. Like for a 5 mile, 7 mile, 8 mile round trip, maybe you're going to high charge me like that. $75 for you to pick me up, drop me off, and then pick me up again. Yeah, $75. And then I'm like, I'm desperate, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'll give you $75. I don't have to be at work until 2 more hours. So let's say someone else hits me back and then they offer me a ride to work, and it's one of my friends, and they say, you don't have to give me no gas money. That's cool. I got the day off too. So I'm going to hit Ronald Finkley back and I'm like, okay, I already found another situation. Thank you. No, thank you. Because he tried to, and this is my man, Ronald Finkley. He tried to get $75, which was a ripoff. I was willing to pay because I needed to get to work. But then now I made other arrangements with somebody else who was willing to do it for free. Now I'm still going to give them some money because that's just who I am as a person. I'm still going to give them gas money, but they don't even want it. They don't care because they know it's such a short proximity. So now if Ronald Finkley was like, all right, man, I'll do it for 50 and I'll take you for 40. Nah, it's cool, bro. I already got this situated. I made my way to work. Shout out to my man Ronald Finkley for being a good sport for this example. This is not nothing real, but that's what's happened here. The tables have turned. Where in the example, Ronald Finkley tried to high charge me for gas money, and I was willing to pay for it because I just needed to get to work, right? And then I made other arrangements outside of it because I had enough time to. And someone said, hey, I'll take you to work there and back, free of charge. Then I'm not really worried about the $75, the high charge. That's the same thing with Wilder and Fury. At the time, Wilder wanted to fight, you know. Sometimes people do stuff impulsively. Maybe he was just so mad with negotiations, he was like, fuck it. I just want to knock this motherfucker out, you know. I want to knock him out that bad. So I'll take 15 mil, you know, cool. They're saying it's more than I ever made. Cool. I just want to knock him out. But, you know, through the WBA stepping in, the fight didn't happen next. All bets are off. Now, Wilder has since gotten with his team. His team did some great work with Frank Warren and Tyson Fury and came up with the next very best possibility, the very best consolation prize, which is a Tyson Fury fight. Respect, you should get money, it should be a good build-up, etc. Therefore, they don't really care what Eddie Hearn is talking about right now. Yes, they obviously want to fight him. They know he has the belt, but they're going to focus on their shit. You know, they already made separate arrangements, just like the gas scenario. So Eddie Hearn's making it sound like it's so, why do they not want my help? It's not that, it's not even hard to understand. Shout to Prince664. Wilder will end up getting 50-50. Yeah, because they handled it wrong. You know, shout out to you for the super chat. They handled it wrong. And he did it with class. He deserves to be undisputed. He will be. Trust. You know? And this is Eddie Hearn and Joshua's team, Team Joshua, losing leverage. And all of a sudden, as a result, they're trying to find a way to justify it. Block D Flash 317. Shooter, just block him. Ronald, clap him in the head. His name is okay. Damn, Ronald got you. I just called an order and he was already clapped. Shout out to my shooter. See, shout out to Ronald Finkley. It's damage control, people. You know, that's all it is. Because again, yes, I was willing to pay $75 because I was desperate to get to work. But then something else arose. I figured it out. I knew $75 was a ripoff, but I was willing to do it because I needed it at the time. You know, but if somebody stalls you out, like you're like, yeah, I'll think about it. I'm not sure, you know, and then you make other accommodations and someone's going to do it for cheaper, much cheaper or free, then fuck that, you know, period. Like, let's say, you could do this analogy with anything. Like, let's say Uber. Let's say I'm getting from JFK Airport in New York to the Barclays Center. And I'm like, man, I need to get there so I can catch this weigh-in. I just flew in. And then the Uber is going to charge me $100. You know, same thing. They're going to charge me $100. I don't want to pay $100, but shit, if I have to do it, I have to do it. But then let's say the driver, like, gives me the runaround. He's like, I'll call you back and I'll see if I can pick you up in the next 5 minutes. And then I go on Lyft and then somebody can get me there for $25 and it's going to be just as nice of a ride and stuff, you know, the next best thing, then I'm taking that, you know. And that's what happened with the Joshua situation. Joshua is losing leverage by the day. And this is Eddie Hearn. This is why he's like angry. Why won't they not meet with us? Because they feel you're playing games and that they already made other arrangements with their own big fight.
Same thing they said when they made the offer. An offer which we know now was backed by Frank Warren and BT. So the fight was never going to happen anyway. And yet all of a sudden, surprisingly, we turned it down and they ended up fighting Fury. What a surprise. We'll come on to that. So they won't have a meeting to discuss their offer. Now, we've just said, can we have a meeting? You know, we can't make this fight an undisputed fight at the end of December. It's going to take months to negotiate.
More bullshit from Eddie. He said we can't make this fight at the end of December. It's going to take months to negotiate. See, this is what I'm talking about. Nobody's challenge. It's just letting Eddie talk.
They won't have a meeting to discuss their offer.
They won't have a meeting.
Now, we've just said, can we have a meeting? You know, we can't make this fight an undisputed fight at the end of December. It's going to take months to negotiate.
Why would it take months if you've been negotiating as per AJ since the Takam fight? So it's going to take over a year to negotiate one fight. Because the Takam fight was in November. And that's when AJ says the negotiations begin. I have it on my computer. I have the clip of Anthony Joshua doing an interview and he says, "Oh, we've been negotiating with Wilder since the Takam fight." That was in November, October, November. So why is he saying we can't wait till the end of December, right? It's going to take months to negotiate. Why? You already had some level of negotiations and it just fell apart and broke up. So why is it going to take months again when you've already invested months in it? You know, so it's going to take a year's worth of negotiating. That means you don't want the fight. Shout out to Andrew Tucker World, $2 super chat. Ego, we know how this movie ends. Wilder will become king. Hey, I just want to see it, but this is like, to me, this is really a bad look for Eddie Hearn. Other thing, he says we can't wait till the end of December to negotiate this fight. Listen.
You do. You know, we made them an offer. We know they accepted the deal. We sent them a contract. They never come back. Meeting. You know, we can't make this fight an undisputed fight at the end of December.
Okay, here's it's so this. Eddie Hearn and Team Joshua, they keep presenting these Swiss cheese arguments with so many holes in it. He says, once again, I'm going to play it for you. Like, new media, we got this game under lock and key. Listen.
Fury, what a surprise. We'll come on to that. So, they won't have a meeting to discuss their offer. Now, we've just said, can we have a meeting? You know, we can't make this fight an undisputed fight at the end of December.
Okay, he said we can't make this fight for undisputed at the end of December, despite it's already been negotiated to some level and it fell apart. Why would you have to wait till the end of December to begin negotiations when Wilder's fighting December 1st? So, let me get this straight. He's fighting December 1st, and by December 1st, 10 p.m. Eastern, or Pacific time, by 10 p.m. Pacific time, you will know by that time who wins Wilder Fury. So why do you have to wait till the end of December when he's fighting the very first day of December? So technically, we get an outcome. You could start negotiations at 10 p.m. on December 1st, 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or, say that's too much. Wilder just had maybe a tough fight. December 2nd. So why do you have to wait till the end of the, these things don't make sense. Like I said, Swiss cheese arguments. There's too many holes in it. That's how I know it's damage control. Why would you have to wait till the end of December when he's fighting the first day of December? Because he's trying to create this appearance that there's so little time to negotiate and it has to happen. Because most likely they are going to go with a Dillian White and they're going to try to flip it and blame it. Hey, they wouldn't meet with us. We tried to negotiate before his fight with Fury, the outcome, and they didn't do it. So we're fighting Dillian White. It's something to fall back on, and it's a justification. Either that or you have to fight Wilder next and you want to undercut him and you want to be able to give him something he's not worth. And he just said in this interview, we think Wilder will beat Fury. So you think he's going to win. So his profile will be raised and at an all-time high, especially the way Wilder typically wins. He wins when he does win more often than not by knockout. So that's going to enhance his star power, his worth, his profile. Therefore, you want him to lock into some kind of contract before that even happens, which is bullshit.
Fury, what a surprise. We'll come on to that. So they won't have a meeting to discuss their offer. Now, we've just said, can we have a meeting? We can't make this fight an undisputed fight at the end of December.
Once again, why is it at the end of December when they fight December 1st? You can negotiate. Shelly Finkel, all he says is we focused on Tyson Fury. So once Fury's out the way, if Wilder gets past him, you can negotiate on December 2nd. They'll meet with you all day, it sounds like. That's the only thing Finkel said. He didn't say, oh, yeah, we want to negotiate on New Year's Eve. He says we're focused on Fury, so we're not doing no meeting. Crazy. That's why I keep telling you it's damage control. Damage control. He's trying to make it look like they're running out of time and all this stuff. So in the event they fight Dillian White or Gerald Miller or somebody else for AJ, they have this convenient fallback and excuse, oh, we tried. We were trying. But the people see through this stuff. Everyone sees through it. You know, you're not going to be able to get away with the same stuff you got away with in the past. It's all out in the open. There's other mouthpieces in this game, and everyone sees it. Lennox Lewis's of the world. You know, these people aren't cattle, you know. They're not going to just fall for whatever just because you said it anymore. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's a bad look for Anthony Joshua because this damage control keeps looking desperate, and you see the leverage slipping away from Team Joshua. They know that the winner of this fight is the man, you know, so they're trying to, you know, and Eddie Hearn's been on record more than once saying he thinks Wilder will win. So if you think Wilder will win, let him win. Let's see what type of performance he puts up and then negotiate with him. Why would somebody negotiate before the outcome of their biggest fight of their career? You know, unless you wanted to pigeonhole them into some type of rate that they're worth now, that they're going to be worth something different. It just doesn't make sense. Like, let's say I used to collect comic book cards and like baseball cards. That was like the thing to do. Like, a lot of people had baseball cards. So let's say I have a Babe Ruth mint condition baseball card from Topps. Remember Topps? I have a mint condition Topps original Babe Ruth card in pristine condition. Right now, let's say it's worth $10,000. But let's say December 1st, the day of Wilder Fury fight, that same Topps Babe Ruth card is estimated to be worth close to $1 million because it'll be the 70th anniversary of that card being released. Why the fuck would I sell that card right now, that Topps Babe Ruth card right now, and get a couple of 10,000, 20,000, whatever the value is now, but I know December 1st, the value of that card will increase. Oh my gosh, I'm killing y'all with these analogies. If that mint condition Babe Ruth Topps baseball card right now is worth $34,000, that's good money. Not bad, you know, for a baseball card, that's cool. But if there's a historic meaning in the 70th anniversary or whatnot of that card being released December 1st, and the value is going to increase, and I plan on selling that card, why would I sell it now when all I have to do is wait 2 months and then the value is going to multiply? Somebody explain that. Explain why you would have to sell. And then to add insult to injury, Wilder's fighting Fury, so he's going to make good money in that fight. So that's even more reason not to sell your baseball card, because you don't have to. You're not operating from a point of desperation. If you're operating from desperation, like, okay, let's say my situation was so dire and I'm like, fuck, I need the money. You know, maybe I just sell the car right now because I have to get the money. I need it, something, you know, I'll go to jail if I don't pay something, or, you know, whatever. Maybe. But if my money's straight, all my bills are paid, and all I have to do is wait till December 1st and the value of that car, then why would I do that, you know? And that's the thing. Wilder is not desperate right now. He's not desperate. He has a big fight and he knows that. So he could fall back. He could fall back and train. He knows the public perception is on his side. He knows that Tyson Fury, his opponent, the perception of him, people are like, damn, Fury's a man's man. You know, nobody's hating on Fury like that. Like, because why would you? He took 2.5, 3 years off, came back, took 2 light fights, and he's already challenging for a title against the biggest puncher in boxing. Who doesn't respect that? So, again, you don't want to pay the value. I just seen an interview. I didn't even watch it, but I seen it on my feed. Jesse Vargas said, Eddie Hearn drives a Rolls Royce. I should have negotiated for more money. That was the title of the video. I don't even know whose video it was. I just seen it on the homepage. But I mean, unless they lied in his clickbait title, I mean, it's crazy. He said, Jesse Vargas, you guys Google it. It's on YouTube. He said, Eddie Hearn drives a Rolls Royce. I should have negotiated higher. Like, basically, I should have got more money. Listen, I'm the king of analogies. I'm gonna break some more analogies, and I'm gonna just keep destroying these man fans. We gonna keep hitting them over the head with facts and credible analogies to try to paint the picture. You know, I'm the modern day Vincent Van Gogh. We gonna illustrate on these boys. Yo, y'all gotta get the likes up though. If y'all enjoying the stream, the likes just stay stagnant. The haters is here. Man, fuck the haters, because you notice nobody's saying nothing. Everybody is, you know, in the comment, in the chat, we got 20 dislikes, but there ain't 20 people who have valid complaints going against what we're saying. Smash the like button. We got to make the love outweigh the other shit. But I'm just going to illustrate. I'm going to illustrate and demonstrate and renovate. See, every time they hate, the money come in. Shout out to Adam H. Anderson from Australia, $10 super chat. I had a guy trying to tell me that Wilder asked to borrow $50 million and they didn't have the money, and apparently the April fight should be signed as that's real business, which to me sounds like trash. They just be making up shit, bro. When they don't have no facts, they just make it up. You know, that's what they do. Like, oh shit, we can't prove Ego wrong, so let's say he's gay, or let's say he's stupid, or you know, some stupid. You don't know shit about boxing. You know, that's what they do. But nobody believes you, so who cares? Yeah, man, king of analogies, man. We just gonna keep painting the picture. I'm gonna take it to relationships, or not even just relationships, dating. Let me take it to dating. All right. So if you're a man who's about his purpose, alpha male type, you have your shit taken care of, you have your own spot, little bachelor pad, you know, you drive a nice car, you work for yourself, have your own private personal business, small business, whatnot, and bills paid, clean cut, you look the part, try to maintain some type of shape, right? Most likely that's going to be attractive to women, you know, that you smell good, those types of things. So the thing about it is this: a man, if he has options in the dating scene or with women, then he doesn't have to perform desperately or do all these desperate things to pull a woman. Like, or if a girl starts tripping out, he doesn't have to, like, you know, overdo it and, like, when he did nothing wrong, still send her flowers. Because, like, I'm not sending no female flowers when I didn't do nothing wrong. But if you're operating from a position of desperation, or you don't really come across women, and you know that's not really your lane, you're not a ladies man, you're not no Mike Lowry. Why? Cause I'm Mike Lowry, right? Then you're gonna operate and move differently than the guy who is the ladies man. The guy who is the ladies man is going to operate accordingly. He knows he has a plethora of different women who are interested in him. So if a female starts tripping for no reason, it doesn't really matter to him. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have success with women, and then the first decent girl or pretty girl come across, you're going to do everything to try to please her. You get what I'm saying? That's what's happening. Wilder Fury. Wilder, him and his team lined up a fight with Fury, right? So they have options now. You know, they could do a rematch with Fury depending on the outcome. They have options now. So he's not operating from a position of like B-side desperation. He knows he's about to make cool money in this fight. He knows fans are happy and excited for the fight. He's excited for the fight. He knows Showtime is back in the fight doing a 3-part all access series. They did a 3-city press tour. So he's not desperate right now. You know? That's what I'm saying. He's not desperate. Anthony Joshua, that's why I said it's backfired. The tables are returned. Now Anthony Joshua, notice this. Tell me you don't notice this trend. Notice how Team Joshua is talking about Wilder more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Wilder never talks about Joshua, but they for somebody who's the A side and they said he was a clear B side, they sure are talking about him a lot. You know? So it's different. That's how you know the field is being leveraged a bit. Because why does the A side even need to talk about the B side? You know, constantly. By name. Telling you, the momentum is shifting. Like I said, if you have no problem picking up chicks, you're not going to be all thirsty in a bar like trying to, do too much to get the girls to like you. You don't have to. But the guys who do have to, they'll be like, get a girl's number, and they're not used to getting no pussy or whatever. They call the girl 70 times and text her 70 times, because they're not used to it. Wilder, he's playing his part. He knows he has a big fight, so he's not really tripping off Josh. He told you. He said, we moving on. We try to make the fight. Ego just gave some free game. Man, that's what we try to do over here. But a lot of these dudes be simps, so they're not gonna ever understand it. If you got options, then you move different. And when you desperate, like, that's why I believe in this. I'll drop another free gem for y'all. If you guys work regular, like a 9-to-5 job or whatever, and you don't want to work there anymore, see, a lot of idiots or hood dudes and shit, they'll say, man, fuck, I hate this job, I quit. Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. That's the worst thing you could do. Don't just quit on the spot because you don't like the job. Line something else up. You know what I'm saying? Line another job up beforehand. You know why? Because when you're negotiating salary and that type of thing, it's always better when you already have another job, because you at the very least, if it doesn't work at this interview, you have a job to go to. But if you're unemployed and your bills need to be paid, you're going to be more desperate. So you're going to be more inclined to just take whatever they want or whatever they give you, whatever they offer. That's how I was working at Sears at the time, and then I applied for Lowe's. I was in good standing with Sears, so I could stay working there. I could keep working there. No problem. But I wanted to leave because they, made some changes, management, and Lowe's was closer to my house and stuff like that. So when I went into the Lowe's interview, I'm highly confident, because I'm either going to get it or not. Plus, I know I have a job, so it's not like make or break. It's not going to make or break me. If it doesn't work out with Lowe's, and if they didn't accept me and didn't want me, I still have a job. But if I was unemployed and my phone bill and car note were like due, then I'd be like, whatever Lowe's offer me, I might be inclined to take it. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take $5 an hour and some Skittles. Because that's the position. You're operating from a position of desperation. So in life in general, get yourself out of that position of desperation and you'll make better decisions. Like, we can even take it like I said, king analogy stuff. If a man is going to have sex with a girl and he's desperate and nobody gave him no booty for 2 years, then he's probably going to be less selective as to what he taps. You know what I mean? But if you get women, routinely, and you're not starved out, you're not going to be as thirsty. But if you that motherfucker who not by choice, but just because you have no game, ain't had sex in 2 years, you might fuck around and be with like a mud duck just because she was ready. That's what we say in the Bay. She was ready, so you just took that opportunity and seized it. She was like down to do it. So despite how she looks, despite her body, despite, you're not going to have as many preferences and stuff like that. You're going to have beer goggles on. You get me? You're going to fuck with that mud duck, that water moccasin, because you desperate. But if you get girls routinely, it's not that serious. You don't have to sell out. You don't have to like smash no precious looking chick just because she's offering. Let's get it, man. King analogy. Y'all get the analogy I'm saying. So in life, always try to operate from the level of you want to negotiate with power. That's basically what I'm saying. Negotiate with power. That always puts you in the prime position. You have your best odds, your best chances. Like I said, if you don't get no ass routinely and you desperate for it and you at the bar, you gonna leave home whatever. You might fuck around and leave home with Caitlyn. You might, but I won't. I'd have hit y'all. Yeah, I said it by Caitlyn. Hey, YouTube working with the feds, bruh. I said Caitlyn in the shit in the stream pause. They working with the feds, man. Like, you can't say nothing. They really trying to censor people. I said Caitlyn and the shit crashed. Like, my whole shit. Like, damn, I didn't even say nothing. But if that's listen, I don't care what you guys like. You know, I don't have nothing against nobody. If y'all want to leave with Caitlyn, then y'all leave with Caitlyn. I'm not mad at it. I can't, but you can't. You know, I'm just telling you my preference. YouTube trying to shut me down because I said Caitlyn. I don't give a fuck. If you want to leave the club with Bruce Jenner, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all can do y'all thing and then next morning go for a run. He used to run in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's on you. But I'm saying y'all boys, some of y'all boys be desperate. Y'all might leave with a Caitlyn. That's all I'm talking about. See, I ain't leaving with no Caitlyn. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. You know, it's not my preference. Like, even like, that's why I don't even like the online dating shit. Like, be on Tinder and shit. I tried. They all look like Caitlyn to me. Like, I don't know if I'm just being paranoid, but I'm like, damn, Caitlyn. God damn, how many like, I've been looking at the height. I'm like, damn, bitch, you 6'14"? Hell nah. You Caitlyn. These ain't no typical heights and shit. Like, goddamn, bitch, you 5'16"? Hell nah. Nah, I don't like that online dating shit. Nah, fuck all that. That's the first thing I look. You know, some people, they read like, oh, I like long walks on the beach. I don't look at that. I look at the height. That height gonna tell me, like, bitch, you JaVale McGee's height? Nah. Nah, you JaVale McGee height. I'm not. You Kevin Durant. You KD. You taller than Black Mamba. You taller than Kobe. Nah. Nope. You fight Wilder, motherfucker. You that big? Nah, I don't believe it. You fight Wilder or Fury. Fucking around with the fuck around, man. Fuck that. But anyway, y'all go fuck around, leave with a Caitlyn, leave the bar, cause y'all get yourself out of that desperation mindset. You know, you have to have an abundance mindset. That desperate shit, that's shit for the birds. You have to have an abundance mindset. Write that down. Abundance mindset. And that's what Wilder has right now. He knows he has a good fight. He knows he has a big fight. He knows the reception it's getting. He sees that's why he talking to Michelle Joy Phelps and falling on the ground, you know, getting the Holy Ghost. Because, the fight's doing well financially already. So he's not worried about Joshua. So all this Eddie Hearn stuff is damage control. You know, none of this. Someone said she looking like Serge Ibaka. That's what I'm saying. I call her Ibaka. You getting blocked. I don't trust it. Or even not even just the Caitlyn, the Decepticon, but like the chicks be like doing weird stuff, like actual women, like taking pictures from weird ass angles. You get what I'm saying? Like why you got more headshots than Call of Duty and shit? I don't trust that. If every single picture of you is a headshot, you look at it like this. It's from here and up, like just, sculptor bust paintings and shit. Nah, bro. I don't trust that. Cause like where's the rest of your body? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where we need to see what's going on. You go ahead and meet the Tinder date at Red Lobster. She come over like Lieutenant Dan. He ain't got no legs. I ain't got no legs, Eddie Murphy. Like, that's cool if you ain't got no legs, but I just want to know if you don't have no legs. But you didn't show me you had no legs in the picture. You know what I'm saying? So at least you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? If you built like the Michelin Man, that's cool and all that. But like, let me see that. So man, come on, bro. Let me just see that you built like the Michelin Man. You remember the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters? If that's how you built, that's how you built. That's cool. Rock with it. But let me know that you to stay Puff Marshmallow Man before I link up with you. That's what I'm saying. So there's no surprises. I mean, I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, post pictures of me and then show up as Michael Blackson. Like, do you know who you're dealing with? Try again, motherfucker. And it's just some different shit than what the pictures was representing. Bitches be putting baby pictures and shit up. Not baby pictures, that sound kind of weird. But like, you know, prom pictures and shit where they was like dolled up and looking like, bitch, she look good. She look like Maya. You know, she look like Maya. And then you meet her and the bitch look like, oh my. Like, you went from Maya to oh my. Fuck out of here. Ego, are you an Autobot or a Decepticon? I don't have to. I'm going to say I'm an Autobot. I'm one of the good guys. That bitch went from Maya to oh my. Get out of here. Hell no. She went from Rihanna to Piranha and shit. Fuck you, mean. Hell no. Be who you are. That's cool. But let people know what you are. Like, you just can't. Like, man, I swear. I met this. And it wasn't even like a one-on-one date. But this girl I follow from out here, right? She looked fine, yo. She was fine. I seen her. I met her. Like, ended up actually meeting her. I know it was her and stuff. Because I even seen on her Instagram story she posted, so I know it was her at the same club. I met her, start talking to her. Bro, do you guys understand? Her teeth were so fucked up. It threw me for so. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all gotta be careful about who you fuck with, who you don't fuck with, who you trust on this internet shit. But anyway, I started talking, and she had that, like, her shit was like Alexander Usyk gap mixed with piranha teeth. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it you know, you know when you see some shit that you don't expect and it, like, you really have to double take, like, you fuck around, break your neck. That's how it was. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that shit looked crazy. She had that Usyk gap, but it was like shark teeth. And I was like, oh, hell no. Like, it literally scared me because I had been following her and I was, you know, I admired her. And then I finally met her and then we talked and I was like, oh, yeah, that's, oh shit. Like, her grill was fucked up. And then I was like, what the fuck? Like, did she, like, get in like a bike or like a boating accident or something? And then I went back, like, I think even on the drive home, I don't remember, but I think it might have been on drive. I was like, I need answers. I went to her Instagram, 1,000 selfies. She is not smiling in one of them. And that's why I got. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking how bad she was, and she had them little corn teeth. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them little niblet, I hate corn teeth. She had a little corn teeth, but some of them were sharp. Her shit was fucked. Like, she went to Subway and got a foot-long concrete sandwich, toasted. Her shit was toasted. Her teeth, oh my God. That shit, she was chewing on firecrackers. Her shit was fucked. I was like, wow. I almost did the Denzel on her. Yeah, okay, I follow you on Instagram. You know, and the funny thing, I thought you were a dime, huh? Yeah, you're not a dime like I thought you was a dime. You know? Yeah, I'm about to drop a dime on your dentist. I'm like, hell no. Her shit was fucked up. Like, I'm talking about like beyond fucked up. Like, I would, even if it was a little bit yellow, I would deal with that better than fucking landmine mouth. Her shit was fucked up. Yeah, you think you just trick people with the teeth, huh? You better just knock that shit out and get some veneers like Broner and Danny Garcia in them. Hey, Cohen is hella nasty. He said I was still smashed. You ain't even seen her, though. Y'all nasty. Hey, remember at Chuck E. Cheese, that clown game? where you roll that ball up and it knocks out the clown's teeth, be like this big. It'd be like these white strips, and then you roll the it's like a kind of like a pool billiard ball, and you roll it up, and then it hops and then knocks the teeth down. You have to knock. That's how her shit was knocked down like that Chuck E. Cheese clown game. Shit, look, I thought she fought Badu Jack. She had them James DeGale ass teeth. Remember when James DeGale, thought, Floyd, why you thought, like, he couldn't even talk right? Hell nah. Like, bitch, you fought Badu Jack. Like, damn, you been fighting Badu Jack? Your ass got to draw with Badu Jack with them fucking teeth. Shit. Anyway, that shit scared the fuck out of me. I don't like this internet shit. I make money on the internet, but I don't like this. This should be weird. Because bitches can't carry them filter with you. And you see them and they be different. Like, damn, I thought your eyes was better. She got the eyes from Bone Thugs and Harmony Crossroad videos. This shit's just black and shit. But she had like colored light eyes on the Insta. I don't know. I don't like all that. Women be doing this Pixar DreamWorks ass filters and shit. Fucking around looking like Toy Story and shit on the internet. And then you meet them and be a horror story. Fuck you mean? That's why I just stay in my lane, man. I wanna know you. Someone said altered beast face ass. Welcome to your doom. I don't know what the fuck. Bitch look like a lichen from the underworld. Leave me alone. I'm a YouTuber. I don't got time for this. Someone said a women with body odor. Hey, bro, I don't know who you fuck with. I haven't really come across that. You messing with the mud ducks from out the swamp. Where you from? I ain't had no women with no body odor. Like, see, I gotta leave, bro. If you can't take care of something that simple, I can't. You smell like chopped onions and shit. Hell no. In and out double grilled onion. Yeah, I can't. No. Bye. Shout out to Carlucci, £2 super chat. Ego, do you watch UFC predictions for McGregor? You know, I don't know, but I think I'm rocking with Conor McGregor stoppage. But it's a dangerous fight if it gets to that mat. Lean towards Conor though. My dude D said that booger wolf. That's what I'm saying. Fucking American Werewolf in UK looking at, London looking at. Hell no. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this Joshua situation. She got that swamp thing. Yeah, I'm good. How you just a woman with body odor? Like, honestly, how you just have body odor? Like, they probably have an app to make you smell good. How you just out here stank? Get the fuck out of here. Like, damn, you fought 12 rounds? You stink. I dated a girl one time. She didn't stink or nothing, but her upper lip was just hella sweaty all the time. I'm like, what the fuck? Were you? And you know how the people's lip had that little palate? It'd just be water and shit, like a little swimming pool. I would be thirsty. I'm like, how you just had that sweat on your upper lip? Like, it's not even that hot. Anyway, holla at the boy, man. I'm out. But stop operating from desperation and you'll get much further. Wilder's not desperate for a fight. You know, he might have even been when he was willing to take that low ball. See, that's the thing. Eddie Hearn is banking off of the deal was always a low ball offer, and people like myself always said that, right? They accepted it for whatever reason at that time, but they didn't get the fight. So as a result, you know, that's done and dead in the water. That doesn't mean because he accepted that and it didn't happen, that's forever going to be good, because shit changes. Like Wilder Fury got announced. Now he doesn't have to worry about getting a mega payday with Joshua because he's getting a good payday, I'm imagining, with Tyson Fury. So things change. But Eddie Hearn just keeps recycling the same talking points that he's been saying for the last couple of months. We're not buying it anymore. We are not buying it. You keep talking about this first deal and we send them a contract, they won't even meet with it. Nobody's gonna meet with you if it doesn't, if it looks like you're not being serious. And nobody needs to meet with you when you already have an upcoming fight. Floyd Mayweather, the world knew he would probably beat Robert Guerrero. Canelo wanted Floyd to commit to fighting him. He said no. He said, we'll negotiate after. And that's what he did. And then he negotiated with Canelo after, and then the fight happened the same year that he fought Guerrero, But why is it such this crazy rush for what's the name? And again, if Eddie Hearn, he's trying to play like he doesn't know what's going on, and how is this the way to conduct business? And a lot of people like the zombies and man fans are buying it. But if you offer him something reasonable, then it wouldn't have been all of this, period. Why? Okay, here's another thing. This is why I'm telling you they have a Swiss cheese argument. There's too many holes in it. Why did you offer him a percentage now? You said they never got back about your last offer. So why'd you increase it to a percentage? Because you knew from the beginning that flat rate was some bullshit. Like, how, bro? This is common haggling, like negotiating tricks. You try to chump him. They were down to take it, but you didn't capitalize by taking it because you didn't want the fight. And then now the deal's off. Now you're trying to bring up that old deal, and now you're trying to desperately get them to fight you and have better offers and stuff. Just answer that. That's all. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Why offer him a percentage now if they never responded to your last offer? You said they committed to the $15 million, and now they don't want to take it, and then now they don't want to set up a meeting. So why did you offer them a percentage split in your latest offer? What made you increase it if nothing's changed? Wilder hasn't fought anybody. Why are you increasing your offer now? Somebody answer that. We'll do a hot seat. I'm gonna cut the beat off. Hey, put a beat on. I'm waiting. Somebody answer that. What would urge someone to increase the offer if they felt their last offer was fair? Why would you increase it? Why would you increase it if they never got back to you? So what makes you, and you are on record with IFL saying that you're not changing the offer. So what's changed? You want him to negotiate before the outcome of Fury fight, so we don't know what happens there. But the only way he could get the Joshua April fight is if Fury loses. So what's changed? What's changed? Here's another example that proves to me that this is damage control. Smash the like button. If you really wanted to prove something for legacy, make the offer to Tyson Fury, not just Wilder. Because what if Tyson Fury beats Wilder? He's done the unthinkable before, right? And the way y'all say, you say Wilder's so sloppy. So Fury has a chance to outbox him and beat him, right? Because you guys say Wilder only fights bums and he's sloppy. So cool. We can't discount Tyson Fury. He's a good fighter. So why are you not sending a contract to him? That's the other question I have. See, these questions don't get asked to Eddie Hearn. Why would you, if you really wanted to do this for legacy, why is it only contingent on Wilder winning, but you're not offering anything to Fury? If you really want this for legacy and you want undisputed, if Fury beats Wilder, then he's the guy with the last strap. So why not make the same offer to him? Because, if you offer it, Wilder, that's his team feels like they got the runaround, right? So they don't want to meet up with you. They don't want to meet up with you. Fury's team hasn't had the same experience because they haven't been in deep negotiations about a Joshua fight. So why don't you offer them? They might meet up with you. Frank Warren might meet up and discuss the parameters should they win. Hearn's still saying that Wilder Fury may not happen. Salty as fuck. Whatever. Like I said, I'm good. I'm happy with what I'm putting out. So, new media, gang. See how no one's answering the questions? Anthony Joshua wants to fight Mikey Garcia. I'm out. Y'all crazy. You know, why not offer Fury the fight? If it's really about undisputed, then take Wilder out of it. Offer the same thing to Fury. How you only want to be undisputed only if Wilder wins? You know? What about Tyson Fury? If you really wanted that April date for undisputed, then you would send the same offer, to Tyson Fury, because if he beats Wilder, he's the man. Nobody is asking Eddie Hearn this question, and nobody is answering my question. New media. Please answer the question. If you really care about undisputed, then and you want to negotiate before the outcome of a fight December 1st, because you need to have things like situated or whatever the fuck for April, then why not offer the both fighters in this great heavyweight fight, offer both of them the same exact deal, because the winner will have the green strap, and then offer Tyson Fury that, offer Wilder that, and then if Fury wins, then boom. Because again, Fury hasn't had the run around, so he might not feel scorned by Team Joshua, because they haven't been getting played by Team Joshua. They weren't deep in negotiations, all for it to fall apart for the Povetkin. So you keep talking about how Wilder doesn't want to meet up with you. Him and his team don't want to have a sit down. Frank Warren, he represents Tyson Fury. Maybe he'll sit down for you, but you're not offering him anything. What are they going to say? Oh, because we think he's going to lose. Okay, so either way, they're trapped, because, okay, you think Tyson Fury is going to lose, so you're not God. You can't just, unless you get 100% predictions right, then I'm not trying to hear that. But beyond that is you got to look at it like this. If you think Fury's going to lose, and that's your reason why you're not offering him any type of fight, then that proves my other point. See, these dudes are trapped, because that proves the other point of, how do you know Deontay Wilder's worth if he commits right now and then you think he's going to beat Tyson Fury? And he's beaten everybody else pretty much by stoppage except for the Stavern fight, So even if you were to go that route, you're still trapped, because how are you giving him his rate and his value and his worth if you want to negotiate it before the outcome of his next fight? Too many holes, people. New media. So if you're really serious about being undisputed, you wouldn't care who had that strap. You would send both of them the offer, because no matter who wins, to get undisputed, you're going to have to go through them. Be it Tyson Fury winning, be it Wilder winning. You're not going to just send the offer to one person. Like, an example of this is Errol Spence. I asked him, I said, what you think of Danny Garcia, Sean Porter? Errol Spence was like, he's like, oh yeah, it's a great fight. It's a great fight. Yeah, I'll take the winner. Man down. That's what he said. He didn't give a fuck if Danny Garcia won. He didn't care if Sean Porter won. He was trying to hop in the ring and challenge either guy. And he's been calling out both guys. So once again, you guys can hit dislike buttons, but you're not going to fool new media. Period. So how is it that Errol Spence, because he's really about what he's saying he's about, he said, yeah, that Danny Garcia, that's just a good fight with Sean Porter. That's a good fight. I'll fight the winner. No problem. Man down. You know why? Because he doesn't care who wins. He believes in his skill. He believes he can beat both of them. That's what that means. So if AJ wants to be undisputed, send Tyson Fury an offer too. Maybe they'll meet up with you. Maybe they'll request to meet, or you request to meet him. Maybe they don't care. Maybe Frank Warren don't matter. Maybe he don't mind meeting up with you. But they're not even going that route. They want to be undisputed so bad, but they're only giving one guy. They're only giving one guy negotiations. They're only giving an offer to one guy, knowing it's boxing and either guy could win. Looking shaky, baby. So no one's going to answer me. No one's going to answer that simple question, why they haven't offered Tyson Fury. If you truly want to be undisputed or do what you say, then why would you only give one guy an offer? Please answer. I just gave you an example. Errol Spence didn't care who won, Sean Porter or Danny Garcia, because he said anybody can get the smoke. It's that simple. He said man down to either, because he believes in himself. So he don't care who wins. So we know the drill. Z said because they don't truly want to be undisputed. Clearly. You know, this is just more damage control. See, notice how these questions don't get asked to Eddie Hearn. Yeah, no one's asking him, hey, why haven't you sent Eddie Hearn? Why haven't you sent Tyson Fury an offer? If you want to negotiate the fight before the outcome of another fight, and it's an important fight for the division, then why not send both the offer and then the winner fights AJ in April? You know, and Tyson Fury's side, to their credit, they haven't got the runaround from Team Joshua. You know, so they might be more willing to meet up with you and do all this stuff because this is a new experience for them. And they can beat Wilder if they can do it and then get another immediate paycheck in the UK, which would be a massive fight. If Tyson Fury beats Wilder and then fights Anthony Joshua in April, you know, that's massive. You know, but more old media bullshit. Eddie Hearn will probably say, he's already said it. He said Tyson Fury is one of the most boring fighters I've ever seen. Nobody cares about that anymore, bro. Let him be boring. Show me it's boring. Because there's plenty of fights I thought were going to be boring, and then it actually turned out to be much better. You know, to be honest, I thought Klitschko versus Joshua, I didn't know it was going to be like that. I'm not going to say I thought it would be quote unquote boring, but I didn't, based on how Klitschko fights, I thought it'd be more of a chess match and like, you know, trying to jockey for position and more like what Joshua versus Parker was. That's what I thought Klitschko would be, more like that. And it was like fight of the year. You know, a lot of people said Edeslandi Lara versus Jared Hurd. They thought Lara was just going to outbox him easily and it was going to be like pot shot, you know, and that was a war. I was at that fight. So, once again, you don't know. So, just because you said Tyson Fury is the most boring, we're not buying that anymore. They said the same thing about Edeslandi Lara, and he's in the fight of the year. One of the fight of the years for this year with Jared Hurd. Again, a fight that I covered live. Ego, I hear the doggy. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'm out. Holla at the kid. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to my shooters. Make sure you like and subscribe. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.